It is another beautiful day here, and it's so good to talk about things happening in Nigeria. I want to say kudos to the Minister of Works, talking about David Umahi, who have already terminated the contract of three big companies in Nigeria here because they didn't perform. Welcome to another segment of review once again, and it is that time where we talk about things very, very important and essential to the development of the nation. My name is Ramsey Enoch, and joining me on the review for this morning is Michael Ekenedile-Chukwu. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Mr. Ramsey.
Well, I don't know, but then I think Umahi seems to be doing something great. This contract is what 170 billion naira given to some companies, Dan Tata and Sawo, Mothercat and RCC. These are big companies, but then why didn't they execute this contract? Terminating the contract, do you feel that is better, or sending them back to go and complete the contract?
I want to give shout out to Dr. David Umahi. His antecedent speaks volume. When he was the governor of Ebonyi State, he was nicknamed Mr. Infrastructure.
He worked.
He worked very well. It was conspicuous that he actually came to transform Oweleketv, that's Ebonyi State, and indeed bringing that to becoming the Minister of Works. He's been helping Nigerians because we see his work. He's making steps, terminating Dan Tata, Mothercat, and RCC's contract, because it was dated back to December 3rd, 2012, when the contract.
Long time ago.
I mean, the Abuja and Benin Express Road, the Kogi, Edo State Expressway, dualization,
These roads are death trap as we speak.
They are right now. In fact, right now that we have the rainy season, the potholes are enormous. If you're driving, you have to buy new tires, extra tires, and then imagine the federal government have been doing things, and people travel and they lay courses on the federal government. Look at the kind of road we're traveling on, not knowing that they give out this contract, and some of these unscrupulous contractors decided not to do it because they had contractual agreement with the federal government at a time that is supposed to be completed. When that time expired, some of them say, okay, the time has expired now, let's just go away, even without not doing the job. So bringing them back to, hey, we had contract with you guys. If you're not doing this, the engineers that are in charge should make sure these things are completed, or they will face the wrath of the law. It's a welcome thing from the Minister of Works.
All right, let me ask you now. Umahi just came up, in this administration. Somebody awarded that contract. A minister was part of the awarding of that contract in 2012. All right. The person who awarded this contract, and it was not executed, and the person forgot about it until Umahi came up and is bringing it up now. What don't you think such people should also be arrested?
They should be. Whoever did that, I'll do my research soon and find out who did that. The minister at that time should be, he should be questioned. Like, what happened? You finished your tenure, and this contract was awarded under your watch. Under your supervision, and you let it go like I spoke about. Most of some of our political office holders have like a daisical attitude. All they know is give me money for this. Seeing it to completion or implementation is another thing. There are people that see things to implementation. Particularly, he is one of those men, Dave Umahi. He sees a contract start and completed. So I believe they should start a holistic investigation of the people that were in charge, aside from Dan Tata, Mothercat, and RCC, because there were people that gave them the contract.
I feel what the federal government should also do is arresting these people. The ministers should be probed. Whoever was part of the awarding of that contract should be looked at, should be called up and be looked at. And one of the problems that I think we have in this country is continuity. There's no continuity, there's no supervision, there's no accountability. And everybody just come and they do whatever they want to do. Yeah. If not that Umahi is bringing this up now, he can also decide to just come, give out his own contracts, get his own share, and also go to sleep. So I think what the federal government should do should actually bring these people to book, arrest them, let them tell us what really happened, that this contract has not been executed so many years after. Then I don't know, apart from just terminating these contracts, do you think it's necessary for the federal government to go after these people and recover the money? Will the money still be there, or recovering the money you feel it's not important? If it is important, then tell us why. If it is not important, tell us why it's no longer important.
The money is very important, because if you've been paid for a service, you have to see it to completion, see it to latter. That's a breach of contract. If you've had a contractual agreement or the considerations stipulated by the federal government for you to utilize those roads, please see that you take it further and make sure it is completed. This should be the money. You were paid for a thing and you did not do it. That means after 20 years, you still have to come back and do the same thing. And if the federal government is trying to be on a, okay, let's just forgive them, let's not charge them to court for breach of contract, let them come back and complete, then they are being lenient, they're being merciful. And the minister says, let this contractors or engineers involved come back and complete their work. But then the sacking of Dantata and Sawo, I mean, you guys didn't do this, stay by the side. Let another company come and take over, but you should pay back.
But these are prestigious companies that have been working, that have been constructing roads in Nigeria. RCC, Dantata and Sao. Then you talk about Mothercard.
Mothercard is not actually a company that I hear, but I hear RCC
and Dantata. In fact, Dantata is even in FCT right now. You see, there are places they even call Dantata. You know, there are places RCC everywhere. You come, you see their signboard. There are some roads there. But why should they do this? Or you feel somebody may be responsible for why they didn't do it, or you feel they just didn't do it like that and nobody's even holding them accountable for it?
I don't feel anybody was responsible, because if you're even trying to make money from the money that was supposed to the government, you would have done that and still do the
at
road.
least do something, because you may have made
which
profit.
is what we are used to. We're used to seeing roads that, okay, they will realize after a few months, 6 months, it starts to break. You'll be wondering, how did he do this road?
Substandard road.
Yes, substandard. It is built shabbily. And you see that because of the preponderance of maybe trailers on that road, the persistent ride of trailers on that road, it breaks. And Obajana Bini Expressway, remember that we have the Dangote refinery in that road at Obajana. If you're heading to Okene and all that, you see Dangote refinery at Obajana before you head to Okene. So it's a very
that's I think you're referring to Dangote Cement Company.
Cement, thank you.
Yes,
Dangote
the refinery is in Lagos.
No, we have. Thank you. Dangote Cement Company is in Obajana. That's what I mean.
One of the largest,
and we have about 10,000 trucks plying that road daily. So imagine when federal government tells you, do this road, make sure it is good, and you don't do it.
You don't do it.
You allow our people. And that is very
I
popular.
think it's good that Mayi is coming to hold these people accountable. If all the ministers have been doing that, then we shouldn't be facing what we're facing right now.
Especially the roads that leads to the south is the south. Deplorable state.
But I don't know how.
Benue, if you're going
Benue from Makurdi to
Otukpa, Ete. But even Obulafo has been there for so long. It's been abandoned. Federal government, please.
And don't be surprised that these roads may have been already given out, contracted out.
Contracted out. And then these people are like, this is okay, since nobody is watching. But remember, it is because of lack of supervision and follow-up from the side of the government. If we have people who give out contracts, who follow up, or then who say, hey, I paid you for this, I want to see that you do this satisfactorily.
Monitor the progress of this project,
and then be there to also see the process. Because even if you're not there when you come, when they completed, they would have just pot quota, and then don't.
Some of them are waiting for the day to cut ribbon.
Yeah.
We are okay. The minister is here commissioning.
This
Nigerians.
But then send supervisory bodies to go and see that these jobs are done holistically and perfectly. So because some of these roads are done shabbily. That's why you see that.
The amazing thing is this: there are some people in the Ministry of Works that don't do anything.
They go to office.
They just go to office, sit down, gist, and go home, or once in a week. Why not send those people to the site, to the field? They should go do the supervision and all of that.
That's why they get
why don't they do things like that?
That's what I'm talking about. There are so many offices and ministries in Nigeria. Thank God it's being reviewed now by Dr. Omehi, who have been just there. Lackadaisical attitude, nonchalant attitude. We're taking salaries. We don't have to go to field. Remember, most parastatals will tell you, we only go to the office once or twice a week. Monday we go. They relax at home and expect salaries. That's why you see that some of them will travel abroad,
and they are still taking salaries, because
So
even
this-
if they're in Nigeria, they don't even go to the office.
So these are the things that I want our ministers to be doing. Make sure that people who are ineffective and are not productive, people who are paid for services and are not doing it, make sure they are rooted out. Replace them with people. There are people who are clamoring for the same contract.
That's it.
But because this and so they've been
They made
you know,
name. They have
made
people in
name,
the system. So if any contract is coming,
So
whether they
everything
bid
comes
or
to
not, they get
comes
it.
to They get it. And remember, they also
Yeah, sure. The
they pay
tipping
their dues,
thing.
they pay their
The
dues.
tipping thing.
And we have new
there's a way they
companies,
shut the
companies in
people's
Nigeria.
mouth.
We have new companies in Nigeria, construction companies that are
There's even in one of the papers, they said there are some indigenous companies that are even doing better
than
these so-called big names.
Yeah,
but these people don't seem to get these contracts. Why?
And you know, you've always had this record of Julius Berger being number one in construction, because any road constructed by Julius Berger, you see that the durability is assured. Most important thing is about road contract.
I think they really tried in SCT.
Yeah, road contract is, if you're about to award them, study the antecedents of those companies who you're awarding to. Have they done roads before that were durable, that lasted?
How is that portfolio?
Yeah, as a portfolio. Don't just give out contracts because these people they've built name, they've built reputation.
They name.
What reputation has that answer would be an RCC?
They are expatriates,
Yeah,
so
they're
you feel
expatriates.
they know it all.
Yeah, they know it.
Thank you very much, Michael. This is so conversational, and this is so educational and also informative. This is what we dish out on a daily basis. We want to say the federal government should make sure they put in place, all right, systems that will monitor every project that is being given out. Umahi is doing very well. I think if he continues like this at the end of his tenure, he may be asked to return by the people, because apart from godfathers asking you to return, the people also can say, okay, we want this minister back because of his antecedents. Well, thank you for being there. We'll come on your way again, same time, same station. More reports will be coming on your way. But then, will these people pay the money back, or they've spent the money already? Who is to be held responsible? Apart from terminating the contract, who is going to take over the contract? And which money do you think is going to be used for people who are taking over this contract? If the money that these other persons were mobilized with is not recovered, where is the other fund going to come from for this road to be constructed, or this contract to be awarded
They
again?
should just make sure the deplorable state of Nigerian roads are fixed. Fix the deplorable roads, not just the abuja now, Edo Expressway. Look at other places that have the deplorable road inaccessible.
We have what it takes to do that.
We have everything it
because
takes, yeah.
some of these materials are even produced in the country here. So we have what it takes to do that. Thank you very much, Michael, once again. Thank you, viewers, for being there. We will come on your way again. That's going to be tomorrow, same time, same station. My name is Ramsey Enoch, and I want to say have a wonderful day. Bye-bye for now.